And I like to look over here on my drive and just kind of check out this beach front over here. Every once in a while you'll see a deer walking on that beach, but it looks like we're struck out today. We'll keep checking though. So what I thought at first was a orca in November turned out to be a sea lion. Sea lions use what's called thermal regulation, and this is where they can regulate their own body temperature by floating. While they float on the surface, they'll lift one of their flippers out into the air, and they can either absorb heat from the environment, or they can disperse heat from their body into the environment, and this will either cool or warm their bodies up. It's very interesting. So I've got to get these lights put on today. There's a small window of opportunity for me to get into town tonight, and I have a few business appointments tomorrow. I need to also get some supplies that I can't get when we do our traditional supply run, because we're typically loaded down with fuel and everything else. So I'm going pretty light, and then I'll come back with some lumber and stuff that we need to do some projects inside. But first things first, and that is I have to get lights on the tractor. Right now, our opportunity is to get the boat in. The winds are supposed to die down tonight. We can get the boat in at like 5 p.m. tonight. The winds are supposed to calm down, and that's when high tide is, but it's also pitch dark. It gets dark around 3:40 now, so I'm trying to get the lights on the tractor and on the boat, so we can just get all this fixed up and I'll have lights at night. So Oxbeam was kind enough to sponsor this video, and they sent us out some lights to put on our tractor and our boat. So let's get these things installed. So it comes with everything you need. You get a set of lights, mounting hardware, and the wiring harness. So a big thank you to Oxbeam for sponsoring this video. If you want a 15% discount, go down into the description and I'll have a discount code for the light bar on the boat or these 3-inch pods on the tractor. Well, that's it. We got it all finished up on the tractor. Now we need to head over to the boat, put a light on that thing. But here we go. 2 on the front. Then I put 2 on the back, so when I'm operating the backhoe, I can see what I'm doing, or just backing up. All right, here we are at the boat. We've got this beautiful light bar that we're gonna put on. It's a little chilly. We're just right above 32 degrees right now, and it's raining. A little windy too. All right, well, we got it all wired up. I'll go flip the switch and show you what it looks like. Woo-wee! Yeah, she's bright. All right, now I'm gonna go home, get a little food, and then hopefully the winds die down and I can launch the boat and head into town. Well, unfortunately, the winds did not die down, so we're gonna have to put the boat in the water tomorrow morning around 5 o'clock in the morning, so wish us luck. So I wanted to show what the stock tractor headlights look like, and then with what the Oxbeam spotlights look like. Good job, Sugar. That's probably good. Just push straight back now.
Fucking dark.
Huh?
I said I can't see anything. Especially with that shit cloud.
Sorry. Love you.
Love you. Did you get your backpack?
I got it.
You got your keys?
Yeah.
Okay. It's just a couple hours until daylight, and then I'll start my day.
So I really don't like traveling at night. It's just hard to see. We've always had these big logs that are floating in the water. There's all kinds of debris that's in the water, and you never want to hit that kind of stuff. So if you don't have to boat at night, don't do it. But I had to get to town to do this video call and make a bank transaction. Little did I know that this would be the last time I saw my wife in person for the next 5 days.
Chickens are molting in the winter again this year. We were hoping that they would start their cycle prior to the winter coming, maybe in the fall, but I don't know, maybe it's just because we switched from, basically summer to winter weather. We have no fall here, so I don't know if they're just all out of whack, but so we're just hoping that they make it through until the and finish their cycle before the single digits. This year, last year, no, I guess was it last year or the year before, when we lost Gunner, we also lost our first chicken in the winter time. It was, unfortunately, it had molted in 10-degree weather, and we were dealing with Gunner's death, and we weren't able to take care of him like I wanted to, and we lost a chicken. So I hope this year we don't lose any chickens. Hope we'd get a little bit more power. We're only blowing about 15 to 20 knots, and we don't get much energy when it's that low. But we have an upcoming storm, my gosh, just maybe in about 2 days, where I think we're 55 knots, and so we'll probably get 60 knot gusts. So we'll come out here and look at this again, and I'll show you how much we really do get when the winds are really high. As you can tell, no sunshine, overcast, which means no solar energy, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and start the generator, unfortunately. So let's do that. For the last, I don't know, gosh, for the last year or two, we've had some trouble with our generators going out on us. And, when we take them in for them to work on them, they notice that, I guess maybe we have condensation in our fuel. So we're trying out this year where every time we fill up, we're doing a fuel filter. And it's a portable fuel filter. So, a lot of people up north try to use these. We're giving it a try. Unfortunately, our big generator just went out on us, and I think it's the same thing. I think we have water inside. So let's give this a try. up a week's worth of water right now, so we can stash some inside. I'm gonna attempt to use this little portable water pump, and I'm gonna put it in the big tank so I don't have to pump by hand. So I'm gonna cheat it a little bit, so let's see how it works out. So I'm really happy this is working. I'm filling up all 10 of our jugs, so it gives me a break of hand pumping. So I'm really happy about this.
So luckily I made it to town and was able to do my video call, and I was also able to get to the bank and put down our deposit money on our new boat. I can't wait to see the new boat. Well, the forecast has changed. The winds have pretty much died down. I'm going to make a break for it and make my way back to the cabin. Now on the way back, I started having motor problems. So I turned around and started headed back to town.
I was just headed over to the other side of the island to meet Brian from coming back from town, and he made a phone call and said to hold off, that there's something wrong with the boat. I guess that's giving him, it won't idle, or I don't know, it's stumbling. So I'm going to go ahead and wait for his phone call. He said he's going to stay in town and hopefully maybe try to fix it tomorrow. We'll see how it goes.
Now we're going to drain some of this fuel out, see if we can get any water out of here. It doesn't look like there was any water in here, so yeah, that doesn't look like water to me. That looks like straight gas. And I shined my light up on that and it looked clear as all get out. Anyways, well, I drained the fuel out of this. It's below 32, so I can't hook the water hose up to the motor. So I'm gonna have to put the boat back in the water and then go over there, start it up, and see if anything it runs any better. We'll see.
Well, I just heard from Brian, and he said that luckily Steve Homestead happened to call him and said he found a mobile boat mechanic that was maybe able to help us out. Unfortunately, there is a storm brewing, so what was supposed to be a turn and burn is now turned into, gosh, I don't know, maybe a 5-6 day trip to town. So hopefully he can fix this boat and we'll get Brian back here. You know, I've been a little leery, unfortunately, since last December. I was out here by myself and the dogs, and we had hurricane force winds, and there was one tree that we didn't get down before wintertime came, and that, it wasn't a big tree, but it was, you know, big enough that when it snapped, it hit the side of the house. So I really like for Brian to make it back before, you know, we have the 40-knot storms. I just feel more comfortable when he's here. So we're going to try to make it through this storm without him, and, you know, hopefully he'll be home soon before another one rolls in. I think we only have a day before we have another 40-knot storm. Unfortunately, this winter has already just been full of high seas and high winds. So we hope he makes it back soon.
Okay, and what would happen when you gave it throttle, specifically?
It started up and then it just fall right on its face. Sounds good.
All right, man. I'll see you in a bit.
All right, bye-bye. All right, so they're going to try to fit us in today, at least diagnose it, and then we'll see if they can fix it maybe today or maybe tomorrow. If it's an ignition coil, it should be able to get fixed pretty fast, so we'll see. Hello? I just dropped the boat off. Yeah, I'm good. He's working on another boat right now, so he wasn't there, but he wanted me to back the boat into this area so the sun could hit the motor and warm it all up.
That's smart.
Because everything's kind of frozen right now. So
Yeah, that's definitely smart.
yeah, so I'll keep you updated on how things are going, but I should hear back from him later on this afternoon.
Okay, call me later.
All right, love you.
Love you, bye.
Bye. And well, and that's a wrap. Now let's hope it's an easy fix.
Well, Brian's coming back, thank goodness. It's been, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. He was able to get the boat fixed, or the mechanic was, thank you very much. I'm going to meet Brian on the other side. We're going to unload, and that second storm is coming up tonight. So we're going to pull that boat out of the water and get everybody nice and safe and sound, and I'm just happy Brian's home.
Well, so far it's working great. Before, when I tried to set out, it wouldn't even start. I pushed off. I started it, pushed off, and then stuck it right into gear, and got out to where the no wake buoy is, and then as soon as I gave it throttle, it went wah, wah. So it just kept falling on its face. So I just turned around and came back to town because I didn't want to get stuck out there. And so luckily Derek, he's a mobile mechanic for boats, and he came by and fixed it all up for us. So now we're going to get back to the island. Hey! Okay, hold on. Alright, we made it. Got the boat pulled up. High tide's almost here, so we got to get this Jeep turned around and get back before the tide comes up past the trail. Yeah, so we're getting 40 to 50 knot gust here, and we're on the wood turbine. It's doing 400 to 500 watts. That's the highest I've ever seen it get. So I thought I'd bring you out here and show you what the wind's doing right now. It's a little windy right now. It's safer to just stay inside and ride this out than it is to be outside and messing around. So I'm gonna go back inside. So are you happy that I'm back?
I am. My husband made it back by Thanksgiving.
I did. Are you happy that I'm back now?
I am.
Yes. And a big thank you to Derek. He owns All Tides, and I'll leave his info down in the description. And if you want to see what happened last week, go over there. And if you want to see where we're going to answer some of the questions that you might have about this video, because it was kind of crazily put together, you have to watch Wood Stove Wednesday right over here. So live free, and welcome to another